Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Cosmic Brew Tarot. I'm Oscar, and this is going to be a reading for the first half of November 2023. Currently enjoying a nice tea made of turmeric and matcha and some chili. I don't know. I read the description on the box, and I'm like, this is exactly what I need. Just a refreshing start to my day. And my cauldron mug, which I've been showing off in all of my readings because I'm very happy with it. I bought it just a few days ago. It showed up on Halloween at a store. I was at a store for no reason on Halloween, and it spoke to me, and then I was able to get it gifted to me. And not that I wanted it gifted, like I wasn't trying to get it gifted, but it was just a really nice gesture because I was just like, oh, I want it. Maybe that means something for you. I want it. And then it's gifted to you. Who knows? So I'm doing general messages, guides, something from the universe that needs to be said, something that the universe wants to speak to you, right? So I'm going to be using... Sorry. I'm only laughing because I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm a tongue-tied kind of speaker sometimes, so hopefully that can be excused. I use the spellcasting oracle deck to talk about different themes, or to see what the themes are, rather, that the universe wants to talk about, and then I'll use the mermaid tarot to expand on it. So, with all of that said, let's begin. I'm going to start shuffling. The thing that I always am going to be saying throughout every single reading is this is a time for you to exercise your own intuition and discernment to figure out what, to decode, decipher, decide what resonates for you and leave what doesn't, right? I can't speak to you directly. I'm not having a conversation with you, so I don't have a specific energy flow. However, I'm going to try my best to tap into a general reading. And simultaneously, if this is energy that doesn't relate to you at this time, this might be something that you've closed out already from your past, and you're like, I don't know why this is coming up again. Maybe you're just being asked to reflect on it and be proud of the progress that you've made, or how you could have handled it differently. Or maybe it's just something for you to think about and reflect on for if this were to ever happen to you in your future. How would you best behave? That way you're better prepared. All right. So let me take another sip real quick and we'll get started. So thank you so much. This is my first reading for you on my channel. I'm very excited to tap into that Sagittarius energy. I actually really like Sagittarius energy a lot. I have none of it in my chart, but I really, really do connect with it a lot. Ooh, okay, we got one flying out here. Justice. Grieving. Well, these are going to be some big themes, huh? And good luck. Everything's going to be okay, is the first thing that I'm getting from this. I don't know if that's little solace. You know, I'm sure people have said everything's going to be okay, everything works out. It's for a reason. And sometimes hearing that is such a general statement that kind of absolves the whole now of your feelings and your thoughts and your problems, right? Just because everything's going to be okay doesn't mean that you're okay now. And this is really, these three cards together is really signaling to me some kind of yearning for a higher power to just come in and intervene in something that's happening in your life. But at the same time, this does feel like the kind of hardship energy that you're going through. You're gonna come away with this, or from this, with a better understanding I don't know how to best say this other than everything's gonna be okay. And you're gonna see what it was all for, even if it is the worst thing, the most unnecessary thing, the most difficult. Why is the world doing this? You will be fine. You will find your luck. And things might seem very disjointed to you. Things that I don't know how you're even... I don't know. You're probably in exactly that place. I don't know. I don't know how I could possibly have the optimism that is somewhere deep inside of me that everything is going to be okay. This knowing that everything's going to be okay, but right now things are just not okay. That's some... It's heavy stuff, but I think it's temporary stuff. I don't know if that brings you any solace. Yeah, 3 cards for justice, please. King of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. And the 8 of Wands in reverse, and I'm also feeling guided to draw this card because it's like this in my hand, like it just wants to come out. So, the 7 of Swords. Okay. And with the next to Justice. So King of Wands, love this card, right? As a visionary, a leader, someone that people can, I mean, and this is fire energy, just like your sign, right? So I want to say, like, that's the thing I was telling you, what I was saying earlier is, like, there is this understanding within you that everything is fine. Everything's going to be fine. That there is a light at the end of this tunnel, right? That there will be an Ace of Pentacles. There will be eventually an opportunity to set things right. Aces are all about opportunities, and Pentacles are about material energy, some kind of, it doesn't necessarily have to be just money and finances or career. It could also just be an energetic, opportunity, something that actually forms itself in the 3D world, right? So right now I feel like you know that the justice that you need is for this to already arrive for you, right? You want this opportunity so bad to break through, but it's not coming. This is 8 of Wands reverse. This is delayed communication, and it's obstacles. It's frustrating. It's like there's some kind of it's like something was, honestly, it's like something was lost. Let me tell you, this 7 of Swords, all right? So usually the 7 of Swords is depicted as person running away from a camp with several swords, right? Like just basically stole them from the camp in order to like make sure that they can't be used against him. This and it's supposed to be signifying of betrayal, of sneakiness, strategy, things like that, right? Deception. This Seven of Swords, though, is this chest from, I guess, some kind of wreckage that spilled out a bunch of swords, and then here are all of these mermaids finding it. My light's just dimmed. It happens in my room sometimes. This happened during my Aries reading as well, so maybe check that one out if that's a sign that you connect with also. Maybe that's some kind of confirmation for you. It feels like something was lost. An opportunity was lost. Oh, hi, Max. And that's my cat, Max. Here, hold on. Let me fix this light real quick. Okay, hi. You know, it's funny. For the Aries reading, I didn't fix the light because the light ended up just kind of like coming back up and then flickering, and it would do all of that. But this one was just staying off. I'm of the philosophy that if something happens during the reading, it maybe has some significance to what I'm saying. And so I pay attention to that. And I really do feel like this kind of, this missed opportunity, it feels so unfair. It's like somebody else has picked up what was meant for you. What's interesting too is, right, this Ace of Pentacles is a chest. And then this spilled chest of swords is on the Seven of Swords. So it feels like an opportunity was lost and someone else got to reap the rewards. And that doesn't feel just to you. You want justice because you feel like it should have been yours. You deserve it. And you probably did. You probably did deserve it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. But something slowed down. This almost... It's interesting. This Eight of Wands in reverse, it almost feels like it's raining down fire. Maybe you said something or somebody said something. Angry, maybe. Mad. I mean, with this King of Wands, maybe this isn't you. Maybe this is another person. But somebody, right, who has this kind of fiery, vibrant, like leader type of energy, rained down some rough communication, and it just feels like, you know, this hit the ship, the cargo ship that this chest was on. I know I'm using a lot of metaphor, but I'm trying to like get to the idea that something that was meant for you was lost because something unfair, and I'm getting like a sense of like, I don't know if it was anger per se, or if it was just gossip. I'm getting gossip. Malicious gossip, because this isn't, it just wasn't fair. And maybe you blame yourself. Maybe there is some truth to that gossip or whatever was said, whatever the harsh words were, but maybe not enough to like warrant this feeling of loss. And again, I've got grieving card next, which we're going to go ahead and clarify. But it's like, not easy energy. It's not easy. And what's fair in that? What's fair in that? That somebody can just come in, rain down a bunch of crap, and I'm getting sabotage, but it's almost like that sabotage had maybe it had the desired effect on you, but I don't know if you I don't know. I don't want to say that it was intended to have gone this way. Maybe if this was you, if you're this King of Wands, right, raining down all of this fire, maybe you burned your own blessing, right? You lost your own opportunity, and maybe now you're seeking to right that wrong, right? Let's see, let's clarify. Grieving. I've got the High Priestess in reverse. A few more cards, please. Justice in reverse. There it is again. And the Five of Swords in reverse. Hi, Sagittarius. I'm so sorry. What I will say is that there's a part of you deep down, you know, intuitively, right? High Priestess is all about intuition, but in reverse, this is about messages that are being blocked and not listened to, that you're really being asked to listen to. You're not in tune with yourself right now, probably because you're in this state of grieving. And when we're in a state of grieving, it's really hard to connect to a better self, a better higher self. If you're going through an actual loss of a loved one, you could, this could be this despair, right? A despair of, this isn't fair. Life isn't fair. The Justice card in reverse, I mean, it's unfairness. Something was done that didn't need to be done. And maybe this Eight of Wands wasn't an actual person that was raining down this fire. It literally just could have been just an unfortunate situation that led to unfortunate fallout, right? People freaking out, confusion, and led to just led to this, right? This loss. There, those lights turning off again. But with the Five of Swords in reverse, which is a card about winning at all costs, in upright, in reverse, this is a card of reconciliation, of trying to find a way of letting bygones be bygones. It's trying to make peace with this unfairness. But I don't think you really know how to find peace in unfairness. Whether it's cosmically fated unfairness, or something that was inflicted on you by someone, either maliciously or unintended. You wish that you could make peace with it, and it's actually making the grieving process harder because it's not coming from a healthy place. The situation is so, there's something that's so fundamentally messed up about it that you're having a hard time making sense of it. Something I'm seeing here, something I'm drawn to in this Justice card is this kind of like coral that the scales are hanging down from. I mean, it appears to be upside down, right? But this coral looks like a brain. And on the scale is a sword. And we see this person, this mermaid here, this little mermaid child holding a sword that they just cut themselves on. It's like, this is hurting you. It's hurting you and it's weighing heavily. It doesn't feel right. I look at these scrolls on this scale, right? And I see what should be just and lawful, right? It is the law. What should be balanced and fair on this card is unbalanced. And here's this sword that you hurt yourself with. It's weighing heavy on you. I'm gonna fix these lights again. Sorry about that. You know, I feel like you're taking if I was to do this, like, I'm stopping the video to go and fix my lights, right, and then come back, it feels like a lot of maybe that energy is also happening, where you're just taking a moment to like pause, turn the lights back on, right? And I say, like, spiritually turn the lights back on. And then, you know, I've noticed, like, when I pull a heavy card like this, when I start talking about it, or when I say something about the Seven of Swords or the Five of Swords, the lights suddenly go down. It's like whenever the hurt comes to your mind, it's like all of a sudden it's just like dip. It's an energy dip. And you take a moment, you think about it. It's all part of this grieving process, to let it kind of like wash over you. But I don't think that you can really see what it is that you don't see the purpose for what it is that you're feeling, because this is something that was just hoisted on you. It's like it's not your fault. But now you have to go through all of this. You have to go through it now. But at least you are taking the time to let it wash over you. To think about it, even if it's brief, and then summon the energy to be like, okay, turning the lights back on here, because I have other things to do. I can't be so focused on this. And I say I as in you, right? If you stay focused on this, you know that it's not gonna lead anywhere good. You know, this is like a keep on keeping on kind of energy. All right, well, hopefully we can turn this around. Let's get 3 cards for good luck, because I think you need a light at the end of this tunnel. You know, how many times do you need to light yourself up inside before finally something comes around and lights you up for you? Wheel of Fortune! And it's an upright. This is good. Paired with good luck. I'm not usually the kind of person that says like, oh my God, this is in your future. Wow, just wait. But this is a good sign. And this harkens back to what I was saying earlier, you know? Everything's going to be okay. I felt that. Everything's going to be okay. One way or another. The Lovers in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I think you're gonna, you know, this Lovers card is a very interesting Lovers card because instead of two mermaids, it's one mermaid looking at herself in a mirror. And underneath your reverse Justice card, I feel like you're really taking a good, long, hard look at yourself and trying to fall in love with yourself again, right? Because right now you feel so out of balance, out of harmony. I mean, this energy is hard. It's hard. But like what I was saying earlier with the Wheel of Fortune, and it's under your High Priestess in reverse, I remember earlier I had said that like deep down, there's a thing that you can summon that says everything's going to be okay. I told you that this is going to be temporary feelings. And I feel like you feel that. You feel that deep down that everything's going to be okay. And maybe that's the thing that keeps giving you that energy to stand up and turn your own lights on and be like, you know, things are not going to be okay if I don't turn on my lights. And keep moving forward. So in many ways, it's like you're creating your own luck. Your own good luck. And if you're not doing that, I highly suggest that you do. I feel like that's kind of the remedy right now. Is summon the energy to turn on your own lights. With Queen of Pentacles in reverse, this is a work-life imbalance. This is affecting your work and your life is what I'm getting. Your work and your home life, your love life, whatever. Like the things that you depend on for your stability and security, it's really affecting you. It's really affecting all of it very negatively. It's affecting how you show up into it negatively. If you're able to turn on your own lights, you know, at the very least, you're reducing a lot of the negative input that you're putting into these things, right? So that there's more positive output coming back, and that helps you keep the lights on longer, right? Notice my lights haven't gone down yet. Haven't gone down again. All right. I'm going to use the Oracle cards again. I'm going to put a nightcap on each of these rows. So for your Justice row, King of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Seven of Swords, I've got forgiveness. If you did the wrong, forgive yourself. If someone wronged you, forgive them. You don't have to forget, right? I know that deep down you're looking for the justice in this situation, but it starts with some forgiveness somewhere. Maybe someone didn't mean to hurt you. Maybe things just unfolded the way that they did without intention. Maybe no one actually meant to hurt you or to remove this opportunity from your path. Maybe nobody meant to, but it just happened as a result. And, you know, when I look at the grieving card, I also wonder, like, if there is an actual loss, if we're talking about the loss of someone, right? You have to forgive the universe. We all have to go at some point, and it's sometimes unfortunate that the divine timing works out that way, where it pulls someone from your life at a time that feels so unfair, so wrong, that causes so much problem in your life. But it's never fair. It's never just when someone gets pulled out of your life that way. There is no right time for anyone to go. For grieving, truth. You're really struggling to see that truth, that inner truth inside of you, but I want you to try. I really want you to try. Maybe this reading was, maybe something I've said in this reading triggered something, some kind of truth. To help you reconcile, to help you forgive. Sometimes we need perspective to be able to even summon forgiveness from inside of us, because some things just are fundamentally unforgivable. And it takes a lot of higher thinking and feeling to get to a place where we can make peace with things that are unforgivable. But you're Sagittarius, you know. You'll get there. Everything will be fine. You'll find a way. You always do. And for good luck, family. Your family or your soul tribe, chosen family, co-workers, whatever it is that you, the people, the community, you know, it's church, I don't care. Whatever it is that you feel the closest to, they've got you. They've got your back. They might all be suffering the fallout of this loss just as much as you are, or in different ways than you are, maybe less, maybe more, but either way, there are people in your surrounding that can sense that you are hurting, that know that you need to talk, you need to feel things out, you need time with the people that have your back, no matter what. And with the Queen of Pentacles, you know, I was talking about work-life balance and the home. The Queen of Pentacles is also very a homemaker kind of energy. In reverse, it's just completely out of whack. I mean, you could have lost somebody who was a central figure in your home, right? And now everything is just responsibilities have been scattered, and people aren't doing things the way that they need to be. I don't know. Maybe that's happening, right? But I want you to connect, and I want you to notice, where is the disharmony happening, right? Lovers is a card about harmony and unity. In reverse, we're talking about the opposite. It's disharmony. There's a clash happening. And I had said this might be within yourself, but with family also coming out, you know, they might be going through the same thing personally, right? Their clashes within themselves, and then that leads to clashes with each other. And maybe it's time to instead come together and start finding ways to express your truths, to be able to get to forgiveness, and to be able to then finally find something that resembles justice, so that you can get past this grieving process and start making your way towards all of this good luck that's in your future. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much. If this resonated, like, share, comment. Definitely comment. I want to hear about it. Subscribe. I would also, just as a final message here, if you need to speak with someone because you don't have anyone to speak to, really therapy is, I'm a big proponent of therapy, and I don't think that it should be anything that you should be afraid of or stigmatize. But if you need that, I highly, highly recommend it. All right. Well, I will see you on the next one. Thank you for being a part of this wonderful cosmic brew. Take care.